Hello, I am down at Cossey Park, Cossey Botanical Park Arboretum in downtown Fredericksburg. I had to get out this evening for a essential run. I thought I'd stop by our Cossey Park Botanical Arboretum that was started by our master gardeners a few years ago and take a peek at what was blooming. And I thought I'd just share with you the Viburnum hedge, which is one of my favorite parts of the park here. Some of them are just starting and some of them are really in peak bloom. So I'm just going to point some of them out to you. I've shown you a lot of viburnums I grow in my woodland, and I kind of think it's interesting to see how here in full sun, how they grow kind of in a different, more compact way and a lot of flowering. The ones here on the end are not yet blooming. There's a possum haw viburnum. I'm going to use mostly common names. Possum haw viburnum at the end. This next one is a linden viburnum. This one that is mid-bloom, kind of finishing, is called an Allegheny willowwood viburnum. It's actually a hybrid that's named Allegheny. I believe that is a cross between two North American natives, I believe. I also, if my memory serves, I believe this one is evergreen. So you can see some of the older foliage there and some of the new foliage coming out, and the flowers are almost done. This is a Viburnum dentatum, arrowwood viburnum, not yet blooming. These are really interesting and really much different than the others. Dwarf Walters viburnum. I keep forgetting what the botanical name of this one is. Really small flowers and really small foliage. It's really interesting just to walk down this row and to be able to see how diverse the foliage and how diverse the flowers are of viburnums. So this is an interesting side-by-side comparison. This is a European cranberry bush, Viburnum opulus, I believe is the botanical name. This one has the three-lobed foliage and it has the snowball white flowers. It's really beautiful this year. I don't remember this one being this beautiful in years before. It's really putting on a show. Again, this is the European cranberry bush. Again, these are common names. They are not cranberries. They're just referred to that because they will make fruit that birds love to eat that looks similar to cranberries. So that's a European cranberry bush. And then right next to it is the North American one with the similar foliage, but it's going to have the lace cap flowers. So this is the Viburnum trilobum that has the lace cap flowers. And in the center are the smaller flowers. And then on the outer ring are the more showy, sterile flowers there. So that's interesting comparison side by side of the American cranberry bush and the European cranberry bush. And then this one's already done blooming. This one is in my landscape also. It's another hybrid called the Prague viburnum. So it's already done. And then this one is always the showstopper. This is the Chinese snowball bush. Sometimes this is the one that most often gets confused with a hydrangea. Let's see, what is this? Viburnum macrophyllum, I think. Macrophyllum, I think. Anyway, the Chinese snowball bush. And, oh my gosh, I don't know. They're probably 10 feet tall now, maybe. And these are always loaded with blooms. Absolutely gorgeous. They bloom much earlier than a hydrangea. If I get up close, you'll see why a lot of people think they are. The flowers look similar. These will always be white, so you won't see these as blue or pinks or purples. And again, these are going to bloom in April, usually. Whereas the hydrangea macrophyllus are going to bloom in June or July, maybe sometimes as early as late May. So this is the one that a lot of times people get confused with the hydrangea. This is the Chinese snowball viburnum. And if you have a chance to come downtown Fredericksburg, take a stroll down the Viburnum hedge it's looking really beautiful right now.